Adames! Cheppy! Adames, please, any bragging rights?
Buster Posey had a front row seat earlier this morning. Rafi Devers put on a show during batting practice. Luis Arraez will get plenty of work at second base. He hasn't played the position full-time since 2023. Jung-Hoo Lee is adjusting to life in right field with Harrison Bader taking over in center. But the center of attention in Giants camp right now is their new manager, Tony Vitello, making the jump from college to the majors. What have you noticed about the new energy with Tony Vitello?
I mean, it's a college frat house. I mean, it's great to me. Honestly, it's just one of those things. It's just like every day you want to show up to the field again.
You can tell he's very competitive. He's out there doing PFPs with us, also very competitive during that, and really trying to make us work.
I'm always a proponent of being around good energy. So thus far, he's brought fantastic energy, and I'm just looking forward to seeing it all kind of translate in the course of a 7-month season.
Everyone in here could tell you that, you know, he fires the boys up pretty easily, and you can tell he's a player's coach. You know, you can kind of have that almost like teammate relationship with him, but you know, there is that fine line of respect.
We've got Giants manager Tony Vitello with us, and to put on that gear and don the Giants, has it set in yet?
A little bit. You know, it's been a slow burn, but you know, there's been a lot of stages along the way. You knock out the press conference, walked into Oracle at a later date, put on a jersey a couple different times, and it starts to sink in. But I think more than anything, now you get down to time is precious. So it's a good distraction for all the fluff or the extra stuff just to get down to business.
I know in the offseason you started making connections with some of these players. What were some things that you were able to do outside of a baseball facility to get to know these guys on a personal level?
I think just being in a much more informal setting with them as opposed to the players on campus. And it's not like we wouldn't go eat, you know, grab Chipotle or whatever with the players there. But it's just a different vibe when it's an adult that's a professional and you get to hang out away from the field, and just is a different tone, and quite frankly, it's refreshing.
How much have you tapped into Bruce Bochy?
Not as much as I want to, and I got something brewing. I'm kind of waiting either for an in-person contact or a phone call, but the couple meals we got to eat were phenomenal. Hearing him chime in Orlando and some of the discussions we had as a group was, quite frankly, an honor, invaluable. So kind of like baseball is many days, I think it'll be a lot of days where he'll be as valuable as a resource as anybody to lean on.
It was said at Tennessee that you took a sleeping Giant and turned them into a powerhouse. And could you sort of look at this Giants franchise the same way? They won 3 World Series in 5 years. They haven't since. And now you kind of take it over with Buster in this new era.
Yeah, I mean, sleeping Giants good with me because we're the Giants. But in all seriousness, I think there was, you know, there was a tradition where things were rocking and rolling with Todd Helton, and the ingredients were there. Fortunately, I was surrounded by guys that worked their butt off. Here, I think, again, we've talked differences and similarities. Hard work will pay off, and I think a lot of guys are willing to pour in a lot of extra time and not just work hard, but work smart and figure out just how do we get this team to be as good as they can be. Buster's era was pretty insane. There's only one team that can lift the trophy. Everybody wants to do it, but I think there's other measures, too, of success that we can hit along the way.
I know you got to get out and get with your team. I've got quick San Francisco questions for you. First off, just your first overall impression of the city and living there.
Good food. That's gonna be my answer to that from now until the end of time. Is there's a diverse options for food.
Yeah.
And they all seem to be good so far, and I've only kind of tapped into that. The other thing is I've used this, and I don't know if it sounds corny or not, but there's a lot of similarities to Tennessee. Just people are very welcoming and friendly. Loyalty seems to be in high regard. The vibe, I don't want to downgrade any other place, but it's not very pretentious.
Yeah.
It's just, kind of, I'm a Midwest guy, so it's kind of a homey feel to it. There's an awful lot of similarities that make me feel comfortable. And then the other thing about the Bay that kind of relates to Tennessee too is I like the culture amongst the sports teams. They seem to work together, have relationships, and it's almost like everyone's holding each other accountable. Nobody wants to be the weak link. You want to kind of pull your weight, so we'll be looking to do that.
What's your go-to restaurant so far?
Oh, Joe's ain't gonna hurt anybody, but I don't have a go-to because I haven't been a repeater. I've only been, with each place I've been to, I've only been once, and it's kind of cool because you inevitably run into somebody that's a Giants fan, and everybody's excited about the year, so it's up to us to make sure we hold that excitement, from now until, sometime in the fall.
All right, well, Tony, enjoy spring and good luck this season.
Thanks so much.